Cooking with Sheila in the Gangsta Goodies kitchen. I have a wonderful guest today. Can you introduce yourself to everyone?
My name is Dre Taylor, founder of Nile Valley AQUAPONICS, Males to Men Mentoring, and an urban farm co-op in Swope Park.
Oh my God, y'all. We're going to be in for a treat today.
Right.
So what are you going to show us how to make?
So we got some stuff fresh from the garden here. So we're going to make some Eggplant Parmesan Manicotti for those who don't want to eat meat. You know, we have the eggplant to fill in for the meat. So we're going to take some fresh ingredients, fresh out the garden, just picked today, and we're going to show you how to cook it. Awesome.
Fresh out of his garden today. Y'all hear that? I love it. Okay, well, let's just get started. Get us step us through it.
Right. So we got some olive oil over here right now. And so what we want to do is we want to saute our vegetables.
Okay.
And so we got some green peppers over here.
Okay.
Just sizzling over there.
Y'all hear that sizzle? Sizzle, baby, sizzle.
So I cook a lot with green peppers,
okay,
onions, and mushrooms.
Okay.
I use that pretty much for like a base.
For everything.
For everything.
Got
really.
it, yes.
I'll throw all that in there.
Okay. It smells so good, y'all.
Yeah, I throw some mushrooms in there.
Okay.
And that pretty much go with like everything. Basically.
Okay. I love it. Now, Dre, are you a vegetarian?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
Need to be.
Well, I know we all need to be, right? Get that meat out of our life with all that mucus and extra stuff. Okay, so you're going to saute those vegetables for a little bit?
Yeah, we saute this down, to, a nice translucent color.
Okay.
And then we'll throw the spinach in there.
Okay.
We'll season a little bit, salt, pepper.
Okay.
Some garlic salt. Whatever you want to your taste.
Okay.
And then we'll throw the spinach in there. The spinach don't take long to wilt down, so we wait a little bit before we throw that spinach in there.
Okay. And so, Dre, tell us about Males to Men. It's a mentoring program, right?
Yeah, it's a mentoring program. We started back in 2013. We have about 50 boys. We probably ran close to about 125, 150 boys to our program since 2013. So our mission is to raise strong, conscious, productive young men and reestablish accountable and productive leadership in the community. So some of the things we do with our boys, we have a partnership with the Black Pilot Association. So our kids fly in private planes owned by black pilots around Kansas City. We sent a couple to Oshkosh, Wisconsin, learn how to fly planes.
Nice.
We give them like $100 for a 3.0 grade point average in math, science, history, and English in their core subjects. Teach them how to tie ties, check the fluid on cars, change tires. We do a lot with our boys.
Wow, so teaching young urban men how to do those things.
Right.
And how to fly, that's amazing.
Yeah, our goal is hopefully in the next couple of years to own our own plane where they get their pilot license before they graduate high school.
Nice. Dre, that is wonderful. Right here. Oh, that happens right here in Kansas City, y'all. Did y'all know that? I didn't know all that. And I pride myself on knowing what's going on in my city. So how can young men get connected with Males to Men?
So we have from age 9 to 17. So just go to malestomen.com or find us on Facebook, Males to Men, and just bring your son to the class, or your grandson or your nephew.
Okay.
To 2905 Wabash, the house across the street from the greenhouse at
Okay.
2900. So you can't miss it. It's a big structure. You will see 11 goats on the other side of the street. And so
Wait a minute, goats in the city?
Yeah, we got 11 goats.
Okay. It's funny you mentioned the goats because I was telling a friend that you were going to be a guest, and she was like, "Oh my God, is that the young man with all the goats?" I said, "Yeah, that's him."
Yeah, goat whisperer.
Okay. Nice. You're looking good over there. It smells so good, y'all.
Yeah, it's breaking down. So
okay.
We can probably add the spinach to it.
Okay.
And nothing like cooking with fresh ingredients from the garden.
You are absolutely right. I think it was last year, and I was telling you I got my herbs, for my garden, and I got my collard greens and my kale, and you gave me some fertilizer too, some liquid, that liquid fertilizer.
Right.
Yes, I still have some of that.
Okay.
Yes, that stuff is a business.
Yeah, we use that. We have a lot of fish in our inside of our greenhouse. We got about 20,000 tilapia inside of there. So when they use the bathroom, we use that to fertilize our plants because we don't use soil inside. And so it's a natural fertilizer. So if you put it on your plants and soil, it helps the plants grow a lot faster and better. So we use that as an amendment to help out the soil.
Yes, I remember you told me that because I normally would use chicken fertilizer.
Right.
And you're like, yeah, no, you're not going to need that. You use this. Yes.
A lot better than that chicken stuff.
Yes. I love it. Oh my God, you guys, this smells so good.
Yeah, so now it's broke down.
Okay.
And so now we can pretty much probably cut this down.
Did you want to me to hold this while you put, because you're going to do the egg wash with the...
Yeah, we can probably put this in here.
Okay.
What we're going to end up doing is we usually save half of it.
Okay.
So I can probably put this in a bowl over here.
Okay. Perfect. That's right. No, you're fine. You're absolutely fine. So this is the part you're saving for the sauce.
Yes, for the sauce.
Got
it.
Our
own little red sauce. We'll just use some tomato sauce.
Okay.
We put a little natural honey in there.
Okay.
Just to sweeten it up just a little bit.
Okay.
We got some sage from the garden, some basil. Yes. Some thyme.
We're going to show them that too.
The onions, the peppers, and then you also put in some fresh tomatoes and you just build that sauce up.
Look at you.
Eggplant Parmesan.
I love it. Now, are you going to show us how to do this egg wash with the Parmesan?
Yeah, we're going to show you how to do the egg wash with the Parmesan.
Okay.
So we have the manicotti or the ricotta.
Okay.
Right here. So we usually just mix the ricotta cheese in there.
Okay.
You just mix it in and make your sauce.
You want me to mix that while you show people about the eggplant?
Yeah, you can mix this in there. So
that way I can say I helped.
Right. You don't have too many assistant chefs, inside of the kitchen.
I love it. Okay.
So while you're mixing that, we usually take, we cut up some eggplants.
Okay.
And then we'll just make like a simple egg whitewash.
Okay.
Like you bread it.
Okay. And
then you'll use Italian breadcrumbs.
Got it. Okay. Look at this, y'all. So this is what the sauce looks like when it's all mixed in. Y'all see that? And so this is what's going to get stuffed inside of the manicotti.
Yeah, that's what you use for the manicotti. You stuff it inside of there. Some people use meat, but this is a meatless dish.
Yes.
And so we'll just use the manicotti to stuff in there. And the eggplant, which takes care of the meat. And even the mushrooms. So the mushrooms is like a good replacement for meat for those who are looking for a replacement.
Absolutely.
For meat. So that filling is for filling. And what you usually do is when you take this and you dredge it in the egg wash.
Okay.
You go ahead and bread it up with breadcrumbs. I use Italian breadcrumbs all the time, pretty much.
Okay.
And then you bread it, and then you can either bake it or you can fry it. Some people like make a lasagna. They just go ahead and bread it, and then they just it's better to fry it and then put it in a baker's pan.
Got it.
And that'd be like the first layer. And so you put that down first, and then when you stuff the manicotti, so you'll take the manicotti.
Okay. You literally stuff all of that in there.
Yeah, you stuff it.
Look at there.
Since we got company, I won't be. You look like if I was at home.
I know, right? Look, but you know what? The people who watch Gangsta Goodies, they real people. So, like you and I. So
you start from one end, push it down there.
Okay.
And then you just go to the other end over there.
Nice. Okay.
Pretty simple stuff.
Okay. I love it. Y'all, I get a chance to taste this. So when we come back, I get a chance to taste, and then you're going to learn more about Dre Taylor, Nile Valley AQUAPONICS, and Males to Men. So we'll be right back, y'all. Hey, y'all. I hear there's a gangsta goddess in the house. And for y'all who don't know what a gangsta goddess is, let me break it down. Okay, so a gangster goddess is a woman who refuses to accept mediocrity as if it is her final destination, while possessing a unique combination of beauty, brains, and spirituality. So guess what? Just for all the gangster goddesses, we design t-shirts and tank tops and those gangster goddess waist beads with you in mind. So go check it out, y'all. Order your shirt or your beads today. Hey y'all, we are back get a chance to taste Dre's Parmesan.
Eggplant Parmesan Manicotti.
Eggplant Parmesan Manicotti.
Right.
So let's first cheers. Cheers to this. Now, tell us what's in this cocktail, Mr. Dre.
Yeah, so I had some things left over from the garden. So we had some mint that we put inside of here that we grew. We had some raspberries. We had a lemon. And we made a simple syrup using some honey and water. And we add a little bit of gin to it.
Oh, shoot now.
Right.
Cheers. Ooh. Oh my goodness, I love it.
Pretty good. Mine's a little stronger than yours. It'll do.
I love it. You can taste you can taste the berries, you can taste the mint, the lemon. I love it.
Yeah, it's fresh. I mean, it's different.
It is.
Tasting and cooking with fresh ingredients. So
it
that's
is.
what I try to tell people. It's better to know your farmer than it is your doctor. So.
I know that's right. Yes, absolutely. Okay, so let's dig in. Let's taste. Oh my God, you know what? This looks so good. Dre, I'm gonna let you hold it up so that they can see it.
Yeah, so we layered this here, and this cast iron skillet that we cooked in with my great grandmother.
Really?
Skillet. So she died at age 97 in 2015. So you got about 70 years of cooking and ingredients and seasoning in this pan here. So
nice.
It adds to the essence of what we got here. And so
absolutely.
We have, like I said, this eggplant parmesan. So I took the breaded eggplant parmesan, put it on the bottom, put my sauce on top of that, and then I took the manicotti noodles that we stuffed earlier, and we put it inside of here, and then we topped it with some fresh mozzarella cheese, and then we put some extra basil and some oregano from the garden on top of here to add more flavor to it.
Oh my goodness, you guys, I love it. You know,
you can smell it or not.
Yeah, I know. I keep saying one of my grandsons is gonna invent smell-o-vision.
Right.
So, one of the, you kind of touched on it a little bit, Dre. I always ask my guests, to share a story or a memory about food and family, because that's why we do this every week, you know? So do you have one? You just kind of shared one about this being your grandmother's cast iron skillet.
Yeah, so everybody pretty much always want to know how I got into farming. So I met a guy named Will in 2011 named Will Allen. He's one of Time Magazine's 100 most influential people in the world. He grows like 1 million pounds of 3 acres of land. And so I met him at a workshop, me and my grandfather. We built the aquaponics system, so we've been doing it since 2011.
Wow.
So we fast forward, started a mentoring program in 2013. So I wanted to teach my boys about entrepreneurship, giving back to the community, growing food. So we're better way than aquaponics.
Yes.
So we built a small aquaponics system. And then in 2015, when we first started building on the site there, I talked to my grandmother, and that was the first year in almost 90 years she didn't grow anything because of the drought crisis in California. And so, she'd been growing for 90 years. She was a sharecropper in Jackson, Mississippi.
Okay.
And so, that's when everything came pretty much full circle, because most of our produce and vegetables come from California.
Okay.
So if there's a problem in California, there'll be a problem everywhere else in the country and even other places around the world.
Absolutely.
And so, fast forward, she passed that following year before we got the greenhouse up and going. At age 97, she lived a great life. And then we went to her house for her funeral. I got to eat a tomato from her garden. It was kind of sentimental, even though she didn't get to grow anything. And then we went to the funeral. Her neighbor got up and said what she didn't eat, she gave to people in the community. So when people ask my background, I'm just doing what she was doing, just on a larger level with the aquaponics on 20th and Wabash, and now about aquaponics.
I love it, Dre. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for sharing that. We often don't implement, those things that we grew up with, today in our lifestyles, in our everyday lifestyles. I remember as a little girl, going to visit my grandmother in Louisiana, and everything was always fresh.
Right.
And the neighbor down the street grew cows. The other neighbor grew, or raised cows. The other neighbor raised pigs. My grandmother raised chickens, and and so they fed each other.
Right.
They rarely went to the grocery store for anything. you know, and they lived longer and they were healthier and happy people, you know, and that's amazing, Dre. I really appreciate you sharing that.
No problem. I wish I could share this food with y'all.
I'm telling you, this is really good. You guys, this is one of them recipes that you guys are going to be dying to try once it gets up, because it is fire. Oh, and the fresh ingredients just makes all the difference in the world.
Yeah, it makes it pop. I mean, you can buy stuff from the store, but when using something fresh with the store ingredients to make everything pop out.
Yes.
You know, to give it that fresh taste.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I like to cook with good ingredients, especially like this time of the year where you have parsley, sage, and tomatoes, and eggplants. You know, things like that comes in the summertime where you can cook with those ingredients.
Yes, this is absolutely delicious. My daughter's gonna really be upset she missed this segment, that she wasn't here while we take this segment.
She can buy my cookbook.
Yes, there we go. So you have a cookbook coming out?
Nah, not
okay,
yet.
not yet?
One
okay.
of these days.
Okay, all right.
One of these days.
It is so good. So, Dre, we have over here some produce out of your garden.
Mm-hmm.
What do we have here?
Got some tomatoes, we got some basil, got some green onions. And we have some other onions that grew from the green onions. A lot of people don't know that you get onions from green onions.
Ah.
We got some parsley here, cucumber, lemon. And so inside the greenhouse, we waiting to grow some banana trees, some lime trees, some lemon trees. Inside of the greenhouse, we're growing some tropical stuff. So we're doing a lot of innovative stuff in the greenhouse on 29th and Wabash, along with the tilapia fish that we grow.
Yes. Now, a lot of people don't know what the term aquaponics even means.
Right.
Tell us what that means.
So aquaponics is growing fish and vegetables in a system that's self-sustaining. So you feed the fish. Use like in a fish tank, you feed the fish, and there's like some kind of filter system that filters out the waste in your fish tank. Well, in our system, we feed the fish, and our waste goes into some rocks, and our rocks in turn, that's where we grow our plants at. And so the water goes up, it provides nutrients to our plants are able to grow, and then the water returns back to the fish as a cleaner water, and we use those nutrients to grow healthy plants like you see here on the table.
Nice. So we don't have to use no chicken fertilizer, none of that extra stuff, none of that store-bought fertilizer.
Nothing, no store-bought, plus it's all natural.
Yes.
A lot of people have issues with tilapia. I don't want to eat tilapia. It's man-made. There's no way possible you can man-make a fish.
I've heard that.
Yeah, it is possible. It's trying like a man making a person. You know, you can't just make a person. And so the tilapia is on the wall of Egypt, and that's why we call it Nile Valley AQUAPONICS, because they've been growing fish for thousands of years and cultivating fish and vegetables. So getting back to the basics, being masters of growing, being masters of science, technology, engineering, math, and so we do a lot of that inside of our system. So people just think you throw the fish inside the water. It's a lot more to it than that.
Yes.
You know, we got to test for like nitrites, nitrates, ammonia, dissolved oxygen, pH. So it's a lot of science that goes into, you know, what we're doing over there at Nile Valley AQUAPONICS.
Yes. And Kansas City, if you all have not been there, you really should go and take your kids to see it. I know when I went to view it last summer, I was just amazed. You know, the whole system, the water coming up and out and back down, and you know, everything. And then you had your renderings up.
Right.
Yes. You know, future, what it's going to look like in the very near future. Yeah. Cooking classes and all that. So that means, you know, we're going to have to come give cooking classes, right? Right.
You're more than welcome to come cook in the kitchen. Nile Valley AQUAPONICS. We'll be there waiting for you.
I love it. Yes.
Waiting for you.
And I will be there. Yes. Kansas City, this is right in our own backyard, you know, and it's east of Troost. How about that? So you guys go by and you check out Aquaponics. And now, again, you told us a little bit in the beginning about how to connect the young boys to males to men.
Right.
Because we want to get all that information up so that Kansas City can get their young men involved. You know, we often say, you know, sometimes in our communities that our boys, you know, don't have people that are doing the work that they can look up to and learn certain things, you know, especially in the case of if there's not a male in the home.
Right.
You know, and so what I hear is that through Males to Men, that opportunity is there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
we try to, we don't try to replace a man, but there's certain things that young men don't learn when they're at home with the mother. And so when it comes time for them to become a man, we shouldn't be calling another man to patch a hole in his house or in a wall, change a tire, do basic plumbing, do basic electrical. So these are things we teaching our kids, our young men, to be men, so they can be men in the house and take care of those things that a man should be able to do, when he gets a wife. And so every man that come across is going to have to marry somebody's daughter. And so that's how we look at it. How do we train up our men to be husbands and fathers and uncles, and so be examples to them that they can be to others. So not only we planting seeds for vegetables, we planting seeds in people, and trying to water them and grow them as good as we can. And so that's what we do. So we got some other mentors. It's not just me. I got a strong team around me. Mickey Dean, Dewan Love, Debo, Darian Davis, AJ Maxwell. And so it's a lot of strong brothers that take out time to watch these boys. I mean, on Sundays or Mondays, I'm watching Monday Night Football. We in there mentoring boys, so
nice.
These are some of the things that, you have to sacrifice.
Absolutely.
So we've been doing this since 2013. And so we just got to put our time and energy into the program.
I often say, why do we sit back or why should we be sitting back and waiting for someone else to bring solutions to our community?
Right.
These are our people. These are our kids. That means we need to be doing it.
Yeah, we need to.
You are doing it, Dre. Thank you so much. And to your entire team, for doing that, for being, not being selfish with your time. Share it and spread it to help ensure, because I have a granddaughter who's going to turn 13. So I'm glad to know that there are men out there that are teaching her potential suitor how to take care of her. But then I have to teach her on this end. You know what? There's this whole conversation going on in our society now about gender roles. I saw a young lady's post the other day, and it was, do you believe in gender roles? I'm like, absolutely, yes, I do, and this is why. And this is what we teach, my 13-year-old granddaughter too. Look, you have a role in your family. You know what? It is the mother's role to ensure that her family has a healthy, nutritious meal.
Right.
And so that doesn't mean that you have to cook all the time. That doesn't mean that those duties aren't shared. But it means that ultimately, mama, that's you. And so that's why we do Gangsta Goodies Kitchen, because we want to encourage women, especially women who are still raising kids, get back in the kitchen with your kids. Spend that time teaching them, but also not only are you teaching them, you're developing a relationship with them. And relationships are so important. And we always say here in the Gangsta Goodies Kitchen that healthy families equals healthy communities. So what can we do to help ensure that we're doing our part to encourage and give tools so that we can build healthy families?
Right. Man, that's part of what we're trying to do, is build healthy families and keep that dialogue going.
Yes.
We try to teach our boys sometimes how to cook.
Yes.
Sometimes, they say, it's a woman place in the kitchen, but it's like, whoever really said that couldn't cook.
Yeah. Because you threw down on this dish. Oh my God. It's so good.
Plate, you can go get some more.
Yeah, I'm going to get some more, y'all.
I did put my feet in it.
You did. You absolutely.
I don't toot my horn too much, but this is pretty good. I can't lie about it.
Go ahead and toot your horn, baby, because my mama said toot your own horn, okay? And even, and I don't know if young men realize this, but that, for a woman, there is nothing sexier than a man who knows his way around the kitchen. And so even if it's just every once in a while, that is like, whoa, that's amazing, So, Dre, how can people, can they just stop by the center certain days of the week to connect?
Email us.
Okay, email you, okay.
Email us, NileValleyAquaponics.com.
Okay, we'll make sure that's up.
Yeah, just email us at contact info section.
Okay.
You want to do a tour, stop by, volunteer. Purchase some vegetables or something, just email us and come on by. So Monday through Friday, 10 to 4, and then Saturday pretty much the same time on Saturday. So,
okay.
We're usually out there 6 days out the week. We're not open on Sundays, so
Okay.
come by, feed the goats. We got 11 goats, so kids like to see the goats and feed them. And
Nice. Nice.
Yeah, it's a good time for you to come out and learn and see some things that we're doing there. Support our mission. You can go donate if you want to at Nile Valley AQUAPONICS.com.
We'll put all that up there.
So,
yeah, not if you want to. Please do donate. You know, we have to learn how to really ask for what we want.
Right.
You know, and so we want people to donate. We want people who have listened to this and watched this segment. We want you to go donate. You've heard the mission, you've heard the cause, you see what they're doing in the community. Your dollars are well spent, and there's no reason, even if it's $20, $25, $100. And so maybe we should put a little challenge out there.
Yeah, we can. I mean, you can go to the Facebook page and see some of the work that we're doing.
Yes.
We have an outside community garden outside of our fence, and all that stuff on the outside of our fence is all free for people in the community.
Okay.
So they come by. We have people to get off the bus stop and come from Prospect to walk over there with grocery bags and pick stuff. We pick people picking in the rain. And so this is all free food that we have for people who might not be able to feed themselves, but depend on, you know, what we might have there that day.
Exactly.
You know, so this is the mission that we have, and we have kids there volunteering all the time that we pay to work there.
Yes.
We set up a lemonade stand last weekend. I think the kids made like, you know, close to $150.
Nice.
You know, I'm gonna step me up with a lemonade stand across the street. You know, compete with.
Look.
Got colder lemonade.
Look.
You know, so.
Adult lemonade.
Yeah, adult lemonade. And I was kind of jealous, you know. So.
But they're doing what you have taught them to do.
That's part of it. So
Yes.
you know, I've got some good kids, you know, that's out there working, and you know, they're doing what they're supposed to be doing. So providing an avenue for them to see, teaching them about business, teaching about entrepreneurship, teaching about saving money, investing into what they're doing. And so we're doing a lot of teaching them how to grow food. And so they learning, you know, what we teach them. And I have some kids that have been with me since we started building the greenhouse on 29th and Wabash. So
nice.
You know, that's our mission. You can go and check our Facebook page and see what we're doing and support it.
Yes.
And you know, come by and see what we're doing.
I love it. I love it. One of the things we're gonna, and I'm sure there's a way for us to do this, and I'm gonna throw it out there. And not just my video team, but I learned so much from them too. As this segment is running all next week, if we can add a donate now button on our page, that would, so people can click on that link and go ahead and donate. So all my peeps, all my Gangsta Goodies peeps, okay, don't make me look like a fool, okay? Go ahead and donate some money. 5, 10, 50, 100. You got $1,000 you want to give? Absolutely, we can do that too. So, Dre, cheers to you and your team and all the work that you're doing in our city, in our urban core, to help ensure that people and young men have the tools that they need to succeed.
Appreciate it. You know, it takes a village, and I'm just doing, you know, my part.
Yes.
Everybody got a part to do. So
absolutely.
I'm just doing mine.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for sharing your story. Cheers, y'all.